Welcome to the Tone Lounge. My name is Jonathan. Today we're having a look at the Kaluna by Vahlbruch. If you want to jump to any specific section of this video, just use the chapters below. After 2 years of doing videos for the Vox Friendly Pedal series, I realized I only had one tube-driven pedal that was in that series, and it wasn't a really good example. I decided to reach out to Dr. Henning, and he kindly sent the Kaluna for us to check out. It's actually going to be the first proper tube-driven pedal in the Vox Friendly Pedal series. If you want to know more about the Kaluna, I have some non-affiliate links in the description box below. As I stated before, the Kaluna is a tube-driven pedal. It has a JJ12AX7 in it. When you plug it in, the LED indicator is going to be blinking for about 24 to 30 seconds, which is your indication that the tube is warming up. Once it is done warming up, the light will turn off and then you can instantiate the pedal. The programming is done via the foot switch. There's some indication with the instructions that come with the pedal and how to do this, but by default, once the tube is done, it is in bypass mode. But if you want it to be on once a tube is done, you can do that via the programming. Speaking of foot switch, the MagTraB is an original design by the company. It works with a magnet at the bottom of the foot switch, and once you press it in, it gets close to a sensor, and that sends information to the pedal to be instantiated. Now, I can't really go any further because I don't really understand much more than that little bit, but it is a really cool design and is apparently guaranteed to probably outlast the pedal itself. So that means you don't have to worry about this foot switch. It is roadworthy and obviously a very ingenious design. So first off, what I really love about this pedal is the fact that the EQ is post distortion. That might not mean much to some people, but roughly what that means is that you get to shape the tone of your guitar going through the pedal after the distortion. So that means you have a 12 dB booster cut for each frequency band. So you have your bass, mids, and highs, and depending on the guitar that you're using going through the amp, you can shape the sound to fit with the guitar and the amplifier. It's not the first time we ever see this, but the way it's implemented makes it so that you can get more gain out of the pedal by boosting all those frequencies. So if you find that you have a more medium to low gain sound and you would like to goose it even further, you can do like on an amplifier and just take all those EQ bands and crank them up, and you're going to get way more volume and way more distortion, which means that for such a simple design, you can get a lot of tones. I stated before, my former experience with the TubeWorks tube driver kind of left me underwhelmed. The first thing is that I didn't feel like the tube was doing all that much to the sound. It just felt like a normal solid state pedal. Now, obviously, the model that I owned wasn't the one that everyone reveres and loves. This one here gets a lot of criticism for the tone that it has. It only has really one usable tone, and on top of that, it doesn't stack well with pedals. The Kaluna, on the other hand, is not an issue. I've tested it out with my go-to pedals for boosting, which is the MXR Timmy, the Boss Blues driver, the Wampler Bell, and my Way Huge Green Rhino. So I'm happy to report that all the pedals I use sound really great. They stack really well with the Kaluna, so there were no impedance or weird issues there. Now, if you're familiar with my channel and my opinion on pedals, you probably know that the Way Huge Red Llama is my #1 like desert island pedal. I really love the Red Llama because it has the touch sensitivity, it cleans up really well, and it has that borderline fuzz type of tone to it, and it has so much volume on tap if you want to use it as a clean boost, after pedals, before pedals, into an overdriven amp, whatever you want. For such simple design pedal with just a gain and a volume, I think it is killer. But since I got the Kaluna, it does those things and more. It sounds original, kind of like the Red Llama has its own thing going, the Kaluna has its own thing going. It does all the things that I like from the Red Llama. So right now, this is the Red Llama, and the Kaluna is like starting to knock it out as my #1. And I'm not disappointed because on top of that, the Red Llama and the Kaluna work super great together. So, you know, I get to use both those pedals on a pedal board. Why the hell not? impressed overall. Like I mentioned before, I'm not paid to give you my opinion. I'm not paid to say anything. This is just genuinely how I feel about it. I wait before doing my videos. I don't go in the honeymoon phase and just like take it out of the box, try it, and let you know what I think. I actually gave this one a thorough test before I actually did the video and press record on the camera. I put it through the paces. If there were anything wrong, I wanted to know before I started filming this video. There's nothing I can find with it. I mean, if there's anything, I would have to be splitting hairs at this point. I think this is a great pedal. I think that if you're looking for a tube-driven pedal, this is definitely worth putting on your list. Keep watching other videos from other people. Keep reading reviews on it. But my sincerest opinion, this thing is absolutely killer. So hopefully you enjoyed the video. Hopefully it was informative. If you want to support the builder, you can check out the links in the description box below. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more like it, there are more videos like it appearing on screen right now. Just click on one of those and I'm going to see you in the next episode. Cheers.